are going to explore all the wonderful things that happen in a vegetable garden. Our story is called Up in the Garden and Down in the Dirt. This is a heavy book, so I'm going to have to hold it with both hands. By Kate Messner, with art by Christopher Silas Neal. Look at that. You already see some worms in the ground, and a bird, and some butterflies, and a bee, and some pretty flowers. Up in the garden and down in the dirt. Up in the garden, I stand and plan, my hands full of seeds and my head full of dreams. Look at all that wonderful space to plant. If you had a garden, what would you put in there? Would you grow carrots? Would you grow cucumbers? How about some lettuce? Yum. Maybe some strawberries? Spring sun shines down to melt the sleepy snow. Wind whistles through last year's plants and mud sucks at my rain boots. It's not quite time, Nana says. Down in the dirt, things need to dry out and warm up. What's down there? I ask. Down in the dirt is a whole busy world of earthworms and insects, digging and building and stirring up soil. They're already working down in the dirt. Up in the garden, we snap brittle stalks, scoop rustly armfuls, and wheel away weeds for the chickens. While they squabble and scratch, we spread compost over the soil. Down in the dirt, pill bugs chew through last year's leaves. I give a gentle poke. They roll up tight and hide in plants in plated suits of armor, roly-poly round. So those pill bugs, when I was little, we used to call them roly-poly bugs because they'd tighten up and they'd look like they were little balls. Up in the garden, it's time to plant. I trail a furrow with my fingers and sprinkle seeds in a careful row. See how she's using her finger to build those lines in the soil? Give them a drink, Nana says. We pat them down to snuggle in the dark. Down in the dirt, a tomato hornworm rests, waiting for wings, and the leaves where she'll lay her eggs. Up in the garden, carrot plants sprout, pea blossoms bloom, wasps are on the prowl, and honeybees visit, legs loaded with pollen. Can you see the honeybee with that big ball of pollen? And the earthworms and the carrots. I weed and wilt in the sun so strong, even Nana looks for shade. Down in the dirt, earthworms tunnel deep. I'm jealous of their cool, damp, dark. Up in the garden, rain shower. Nana turns the hose on me. Eee! Oh, she's running. She doesn't want to get wet. I hide behind the cucumber vines, but their leaves can't save me. I shiver and laugh, drenched in Nana's rain. Down in the dirt, water soaks deep. Roots drink it in, and a long-legged spider stilt walks over the streams. Let's see. Can you see the spider? There it is. It's stilt walking because its legs are so long. Up in the garden, there's so much to eat. Ladybugs feast on aphids, which are tiny, tiny little bugs all over the leaf. Nana crunches green beans. I bite a ripe tomato, warm from the sun. Juice dribbles down my chin. Down in the dirt, a robin's beak finds a cricket, a beetle, a grub. Slugs are scrumptious too. Think of all those things the bird is eating. A cricket, a beetle, a grub, and even a slug. Wow, I didn't know birds eat slugs. Up in the garden, we pick cukes and zucchini, harvesting into the dark. Kooks are another name for cucumber. Bats swoop through the sunflowers, and I pluck June bugs from the basil until it's time for bed. There's a lot to do in a garden, isn't there? Down in the dirt, skunks work the night shift. They snuffle and dig and gobble cutworms while I sleep. So that skunk is eating all those little worms that are in the flower beds, in the vegetable garden. Up in the garden, a praying mantis wakes to hunt mosquitoes. Nana sprays away the aphids, and I'm after grasshoppers, ready to swoosh. But snap! Someone else is faster. Down in the dirt, a smooth, shining garter snake, crunches on supper. Oh my goodness. I think that might scare me a little bit if I saw a snake when I was trying to catch that cricket. Up in the garden, the wind grows cool. Pumpkins blush orange, and sunflowers bow to September. Nana ties them together to build a house for reading. Look at how cool that is. Would you read a book in a house made of sunflowers? Yeah, I think I would too. That would be fun. Down in the dirt, an orb weaver spins her web, strand by silken strand. She'll munch on moths tonight, moths that get stuck in her silky web. Up in the garden, colored leaves litter the squash vines, and we know the cold is coming. Hurry, hurry, and harvest. There's enough for the neighbors. Down in the dirt, frantic ants gather what we leave behind. They're storing food for cooler days ahead. Up in the garden, frost draws lace on leftover leaves where secret egg sacs hang, waiting for the warm to return. We say goodbye and spread the winter blankets. Down in the dirt, beetles burrow, ants scurry home, earthworms curl tight in the dark. Getting ready for winter, aren't they? When Grandpa calls us in for soup, an autumn moon is rising. Up in the garden, dry corn stalks tremble, and the wind smells like winter. But the long ripe days of summer still rest in the garden beds. The ladybugs and bumblebees, earthworms and ants are hunkered down, hiding, biding their time, waiting so patiently. Dreaming of sunshine and blossoms and sprouts, until the bare arms of trees and the blanketing snow, a whole new garden sleeps down in the dirt. The end. Thank you for joining me as I read the story, Up in the Garden and Down in the Dirt. If you'd like to check out our website, don't forget to click on earlyliteracymatters.com and see some of the activities that go along with our books. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.